when another culture uses someone else's traditions in a poor taste way or accept it as their own.
My definition would definitely be just the misuse of not giving us the recognition of where it originated from.
A great example would be like what, a year ago or 2 years ago, a white girl who was dressing as who was wearing a Chinese dress to her prom with her boyfriend. They call her out as racist or being cultural appropriate.
As an example, rhythm and blues, rock and roll, that's something that we created. Of course, with our fashion, our trend, that's something that I feel as though that we have not got recognition on, and not getting the credit for.
If you think about like rock and roll, like that was originally a black thing until like Elvis got his hands on it.
Cultural appreciation for me would be that I would take something, but I will always give, the credit where credit is due. Showing the respect, just showing the respect and not being disrespectful about it, as I'm using it to my advantage, paying homage. And but I mean, you can't just, I feel like you shouldn't just take somebody's style or culture and then you act like you the one that started it. That's not cool.
Someone from like another culture does something and it's in good taste. Like you don't, like it's not made fun of or it's not used in a poor way.
A person or a group of individuals embracing or acknowledging different cultures. And not only that, but of that person who's in that culture, of not shunning them away or calling them a bigot or whatever nasty words you can think of, but of them encouraging it, of them sharing their culture instead of just, no, you can't do that because you're this certain type of race.
I think it's lack of knowledge, and I just think that people don't know history. And if you don't know history because of the lack of knowledge, then of course it's going to be not used in the way that it should be used. It's just lack of knowledge. And it's not nobody's fault. It's just that you just was never taught.
Because cultural appropriation, as much as in concept it sounds good, at the same time it's inevitable. People will take or steal from other culture no matter what. It's it's kind of part of it's just part of nature and part of history.
Money, fame. It's really as simple as that. I don't obviously think they're using it to like spite other people. Like there are some cases where that happens, but yeah, I think like a lot of people are like so like focused on like money or fame or whatever they're looking for out of what they're doing, that they don't really think of like the other stuff that goes along with it. Like social media kind of changed everything, like we get thousands upon thousands of hours of content, just like content, good or bad, it's just thrown in our face like every day. And it's not so much that it wasn't there before. It's more so that we're just like opening our eyes to all the stuff that's happening.
It's due to political ideology and political tension from both sides as of right now. But that is how I see how this rise of idea of cultural appropriation is rising.
But now you don't even have to leave your home. Everything is in your hand, So I feel like social media definitely has put everything to the front, where now you're able to see a whole lot more than what you may only been able to see only in your neighborhoods. Now you can see from everybody's neighborhood, not just your culture, but all cultures. You know what I mean? So social media is the biggest platform, and that's why things have changed.
Yes, we should also make sure that, no individuals would misappropriate it. No one will, not just individuals, but group of people. But also at the same time, we must embrace the idea that to appreciate a culture, especially in, United States, where different people from different backgrounds of life walk.
I think it would do well for it to, like, for people to learn about in school, like at earlier ages, or even like at all. Like I can't remember a time in school other than like maybe at Full Sail where we talk about this stuff a lot. So I think it would benefit a lot of like children and like young adults to learn about this kind of stuff, because we don't really have that much of an education on it.
To move forward in the future, just paying homage to, don't be so disrespectful about where you get the style from. Just taking it and just saying this is something that you came up with. Just give credit and pay homage and give that respect. That's just how I see it.